Everyone, if you keep up with my channel, you know that I like to sometimes take a particular makeup brand and rank my top 10 items from that brand. I don't usually do them in any particular order, and I'm not with this one either, but I'm just picking 10 of my favorite products from the brand, and these are usually going to be brands where I've tried a lot of this stuff so I can give you a pretty accurate idea of what's good from the brand. So today it's Maybelline, so I'm just going to go ahead and quickly run through 10 products that I really like. So starting with face products, the first one is a foundation that I've been really impressed with from Maybelline, and it's the Super Stay 24-Hour Makeup. So it's a liquid foundation, and it is one of the longest wearing foundations I have. It's right up there with Revlon Color Stay in terms of staying power. It claims to be a zero transfer 24-hour wear foundation, and I've got to say there have been a couple times where I have had this on for almost 24 hours. I mean, I get up early, I do my makeup for the news, and sometimes if I run into a situation where that's had to stay on longer than I wanted it to, this would still make it through. So I think this is a really good product. I would say in terms of skin types, this will work for pretty much any skin type. I think it would work especially well though for people who have borderline dry skin, because it seems to, I don't want to say hydrate you, but it really evens out the skin, and I feel like it almost has a nourishing feel to it. It blends very easily, and it's not one of those foundations like sometimes with Revlon Color Stay, especially, I know, I haven't tried the normal to dry formula, but the combo to oily, I know that I put that on and I feel like I have to blend it very quickly. This blends a little bit easier than that. So again, that's Revlon Super Stay, 24-hour makeup. It's a foundation. How about a couple of concealers? Now, actually, I'm really putting one officially in my top 10, but I'm going to mention another one because I know it's a huge favorite of a lot of yours as well. The one in my top 10 is the Dream Mousse Concealer. I use it in a color called Cream. That's light 4-5. By the way, my shade in the foundation is Classic Beige. Anyway, this concealer is great for under eye. I've got it on my under eye area now. This has been a daily use product for me lately, and as you can see, I mean, it just comes in a little glass jar. It's very easy to use. If you're familiar with the Dream Matte Mousse Foundation, this is a little bit creamier and it seems to have a little more pigmentation, so it works really great as an under eye concealer, or, you know, any other areas of your face that you want to conceal and also keep matte, not shiny, not attracting any attention to lines, pores, etc. So that's a really great concealer. Now, one that I've recommended in the past that, you know, of these two right now, I kind of put this one out on top, but this is another great concealer, and it's the Maybelline Mineral Power Natural Perfecting Concealer. And it's good to have different kinds of concealers, something creamy like the Dream Mousse, but also something more liquidy like this. This can blend over larger areas of skin quite nicely. It has good coverage. This can also be a good under eye concealer. As you can see, you know, you're working with an applicator here, and you know, if you don't typically like to wear a foundation maybe, but you want to cover up, you know, certain areas after you put on a moisturizer, you just want to use something quick, this can be used very quickly and can still look really natural on the skin. So those are a couple of different options depending on the formula you prefer. Next product is the Maybelline Mineral Power Foundation. I reviewed quite a few of the items in the Mineral Power line quite some time ago, and I still think, after trying everyday minerals, after trying bare minerals and different things, this is probably my favorite drugstore mineral foundation. I feel like I would equate this to the Everyday Minerals matte formulation. They have intensive matte, original glow. They have different formulas, but the matte is very good coverage and it doesn't get very shiny on the skin. So here you're dealing with the typical kind of sifter thing. You tap some into the lid, you use a good buffer brush or a kabuki brush, and you blend it all in. And my shade on this, get the cap on and look at the bottom, Sandy Beige, it's medium 1. This is a really good drugstore foundation, and if you're trying to experiment with mineral makeup, maybe you've never tried it before so you don't want to spend much on it, I think this will give you a pretty good indication of how a good mineral makeup will work. And if you do have oily skin, I think this works pretty well in keeping that at bay, I guess. Now to a product that I do definitely reach for, without a doubt, without fail, every single day. And I use it in a very specific way. It's the Maybelline Mineral Power Finishing Veil Powder. I have this in light. So this is what it looks like. You've got a little compact here, and like Maybelline is doing with a lot of their compacts, like the mirror part swivels out. I don't really use that sponge, but you have a mirror in there. Here's what I use this for. You could use it all over your face as basically like a finishing powder, just to kind of do away with any shine. You could use it periodically throughout the day. It's just a sheer powder, but I love using this with my little generic concealer brush that probably came from Walmart or Big Lots or something like that, and I just get a little bit on the brush, and every single day, no matter what, after I do my eyeliner, I pat this under my eye. I've had this eyeliner on since 1:30 a.m. when I got ready for the news today, and putting this on underneath, I don't have any smudges underneath. This is great with, I think, kind of absorbing any oils that come off of the liner, and I put it right up as close as I can get to the liner without going on top of it. Okay, very easy trick, but for some reason this powder does an exceptional job of just kind of keeping everything in place. I know that's a huge concern for people, the liner getting all over, and with it being summertime, you're going to sweat, you're going to deal with that even more, so this is awesome. A blush that I really like from Maybelline is the Dream Mousse Blush. Pink Frosting, I believe is the name. Mine says Whipped Strawberries, and this is one that I've had for a little while, but I believe it's known as Pink Frosting now, and it's just a pinky shade. Probably looks pretty bright right here, but I mean, to put some on and kind of blend it out, it blends to a nice, pretty, sheer kind of pinky cream blush. There's a peach satin shade that looks nice. There's a bronzer with this that works well too. But you get really fresh looking pink cheeks when you use this shade, and I'm just impressed with how pigmented it is for a product coming from the drugstore. It has a really nice blendability to it. A lot of people seem to express concern that, I've had this question actually quite a bit, people saying, okay, I put on cream blush, what if I'm going over, you know, my foundation, or I'm going over the top of some other makeup product I've already put on, and I don't want to like rub it all off. Well, this is a great example of a makeup product that is sort of basically a cream product, but you put it on and it is so lightweight, you don't have to apply hardly any pressure when you blend it, so you don't feel like you're blending away whatever was underneath and things like that. You know what I mean? It's so light, you can have such a light touch with it and really get that nice pigmented effect. Top this off with, you know, a powder blush. You're going to have a really long wearing look as well. So any of the Dream Mousse blushes, you know, just pick your favorite shade, but I think they all work really well. How about we move on to some lip products? Let's see. I will start with what I have on right now, and this is, I think it's called the Volume Xxl Seduction Lip Plumper. It's a really long drawn out name. I don't love the names of all the Maybelline products, but this is really good. It's a great gloss. It's a little thick, but I tell you what, that helps the staying power, and it does not travel anywhere, you know, outside your lip line, so that's great. You're going to take the cap off. It clicks up from the bottom. It comes out from this top part. This is solid plastic. There isn't any sort of like sponge tip going on, and basically it just comes out the top when you press that there. This is the shade I have on, and it's really glossy. You feel it, the little bit of tingle, and I think you get more of a plumped effect. I truly feel like this does plump your lips up. It gives you that temporary kind of tingling sensation, basically an irritant sort of to your lips. That's how lip plumpers work, and it makes them you know, get a little more full. This shade is 705, and this is a pretty kind of neutrally beige nude, little bit of a bronzy shade, great for summer. And they also have a gorgeous pink shade in what shade is it? That's 705. This is 115, and this is a really pretty pink berry kind of shade. Next lip product that I love are the Color Sensational lipsticks. By the way, this was one. This only counted as one, and so does this. Color Sensational lipstick, sort of like the equivalent to like the Revlon Color Burst, only they're Maybelline brand, and they come in a ton of colors, lots of different color families. The color selection on the what did I call these? The color selection on the Color Sensational lipsticks is probably better than what most brands have to offer. They just have a lot of shades to choose from. And they come with these little caps that just lift all the way off, and then lots of different shades. This one is born with it. This is one I've recommended and lots of people have liked. It's kind of a light, supernatural pink shade with a little bit of like nude tones to it as well. Another great shade is Blushing Brunette. If you like that kind of natural rosy tone, it appears kind of reddish, but trust me, it's not too red. It's not unnatural at all. It's super wearable, makes the whole face kind of light up. These go on really smooth. I like the way they feel. I haven't had any like drying effects on my lips or anything from these, so I think they're great, and the color is really bold and true to what it appears to be on the lipstick itself. So good stuff there. For eyes, gotta recommend the Lash Discovery, not as a primary mascara, but I love using this. Again, a very specialized use for this product on my lower lash line. The brush is tiny, in case you haven't seen this before. It's a teensy little brush, and it's great for highlighting those small lashes on your lower lash line or right in here. It just makes them stand out. You don't want to have your lower lashes looking super chunky and kind of unnatural. This gives them some definition. If you have really light lashes, you're just going to help them stand out a little more. I think that's a great mascara, and I feel confident putting it on my lower lash line and it doesn't smudge or go anywhere. In terms of a regular mascara, I really like the Xxl Pro 24-Hour Bold. You may have seen little displays of these individual like double-ended mascaras. They have one that's curling, one that is like lash extensions. They've got all kinds of things that these different mascaras can do. But the 24-Hour Bold is really good. I like that even just the one side, this is a great brush. You get a lot of concentrated bristles. They're not too long. It's a tapered tip, so it's easy to get into the inner lashes. Just on its own, that side works well for getting volume and stuff, but then you have this other side that I think really tops off the length and really sets it and makes it all good to go for the day. Full volumized, great looking lashes, and yes, oh hello, the sun just came out. I think it kind of just washed me out there, but that's okay. Anyway, it really works well, and it will last you throughout the day and into the night. Finally, let's top it off with some eyeshadow. Had to think about this for a little while, but I'm going to say that a recent favorite product is coming in and it's kind of knocking out what used to be a favorite for a long time. I'm going to say my favorite eyeshadow palette from Maybelline is Bronze Glitz. These colors are really great, and you pair them with a darker brown shade and you're going to be really impressed. They are all pigmented, they are all soft, and they all give you a fantastic color payoff. Look at those shades. I like putting the light shade on the inner part of my lid, the bronze shade on the outer part, and this warmer shade kind of right here, kind of in the crease, and then take a dark brown and kind of mix that in with it as well. It's so pretty. I really like this, but yeah, I do like taking a dark matte brown and kind of putting it right in the outer corner. That's my favorite, but another one that I just want to mention, it's not included in the top 10, but Stylish Smokes Charcoal Smokes is a good kind of smoky eye kit if you don't have one already. Don't like it quite as well as CoverGirl Drama Eyes, but this one's got to be my favorite from Maybelline. So thanks so much, guys, for tuning in for this video. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 Maybelline products, and please, if you don't agree with something I recommended, or you have another favorite you'd like to add, or you'd like to say, hey, yeah, I love that thing too, definitely share it in the comments section. I encourage people to look to more than one source if you're considering buying a product, so I think that helps people who are kind of skimming through the comments section if you can provide your own insight on these things as well. So thanks again for watching, and have a great day.